G'day, it's Shane here from Wine and Grape TV again, and thank you for joining me at my home bar. But more importantly, thank you for helping me bring McLaren Vale wine to the world. Today, as I've been doing, one wine from a very interesting, almost eclectic cellar door in McLaren Vale called Alpha Box and Dice. The winemaker there, Justin Lane, is really focused on trying to come up with wine associated with every letter of the alphabet. So today I have E, the Enigma from Alpha Box and Dice. Tried a few other letters, if you like, from that. Now this is a Barbera Cabernet Sauvignon from 2008. Barbera is a great variety, I must admit I haven't tried a lot of. And Justin, very interestingly, Justin has access to vineyards all the way from Barossa through to Langhorne Creek, Kaipo in the Adelaide Hills. So you're not always getting McLaren Vale fruit. What I will say is what he puts in the bottle is consistently very good. Now I tried this wine the other night, enjoyed the wine immensely, and thought, why not share it with you guys? So I hope you enjoy sharing it with me. Now first up, I'm not sure how much of that you can see, but it's a very dark wine. Very dark wine. And I'm getting aromas coming off this glass quite distinctly already. And yes, the winky thing. Now the wine's been open a couple of days on the vacuum, so I was really keen to see how it would last up, and it smells wonderful. There's that sort of dark, briary sort of fruit coming through. Excuse me. Definitely some blackberry. A real interesting character, which I can only assume comes from the Barbera grape itself. It's a bit earthy, a little bit of floral coming through as well. And I'm assuming the Cabernet Sauvignon is there for structure, which I must admit Justin seems to do on a few of his wines, throw in the Cabernet for that structure. It's a bit of fruitcake, slight candy, maybe fairy floss there, but neither of those are dominant. The interesting thing for me is I'm not getting any wood there. No oak characters coming through that I can determine by the old nose. Now let's try it. First of all, get the same fruits, the same briary, blackberry type fruits at the front of the palate. There's quite a lengthy mid palate there, which means that's the Barbera coming through, because Cabernet you normally don't expect the mid palate. Though potentially, if any of those wines are from here, McLaren Vale tends to have a wonderful mid palate. The tannin structure here is beautiful. I'm actually getting what I can only describe as a grape seed tannin there just after the mid palate, and it's almost like a layered structure of tannin through to definitely oak tannin there. Quite a complex wine, more complex than I initially thought. That fruit character through that mid palate, quite lengthy. And a lengthy again on the tannin structure on the finish there. This wine, 2008, remember in 2008, right through South Australia was a terribly hot vintage. I'm not sure what the percent alcohol is on this little baby. 15.5% alcohol. So I thought it was high in alcohol, but I'm not getting bitterness, and I certainly didn't get any tingle on the nose there when I tried it. So in other words, there is structure, there is fruit, there is all that structure of the wine to pull off that high alcohol. No bitterness at all. Look, that really is a food wine, and again, I'd suggest that is reminiscent of Justin's winemaking style. There's very much a food wine culture with Justin there, and very enjoyable wine. Now, it's a reasonably big wine. Yeah, sure, some people would say, and I heard this comment yesterday, that everything tastes better with a steak. But I'd actually like to see this with a something there that with a character that would maybe pull that off. So maybe a beef stir fry with some nice oyster sauce or hoisin sauce, or maybe both, chucked in there. That character, I think, will just go nicely with that. Remember I mentioned before on the nose there was a little bit of fruitcake type character. There was a little bit of fruit sweetness there, definitely not a sweet wine, and I think that the hoisin sauce or the oyster sauce would actually pull that off with a nice stir fry there. Now, that's a lovely wine, and because it's been under vacuum oven for a few days, that to me is giving an indication that it's likely to be a long-lasting wine. So, Alpha Box and Dice. Look, I'd recommend Alpha Box and Dice wines full stop. Right, but if you can get hold of the 2008 Enigma, give it a try. Maybe not one that you've variety that you've tried much of before, but get out there and give it a go, because it's definitely worth it. Look, that's all I have time for Wine and Grape TV today. It's a wonderful day outside. I'm actually going to go and do some gardening soon, and definitely looking forward to that as well. So have a great day. I know I'm going to, and I'll see you soon. Thanks, bye.